we covered a ton of planning. And, it seems to me that there's really two aspects of planning. One is what we've hit on the most is obviously qualifying for Medicaid to begin with, getting them to pay the bill. But then there's this intersection between Medicaid planning and, what I would call estate recovery planning. And estate recovery is this process where, if you go into the nursing home and Medicaid pays for it, and then you pass away, they're still going to they're going to want to be reimbursed for their expenses. Medicaid's going to want to be reimbursed, and they're going to go after your assets after you pass away. How does that work in New Jersey, and what, if anything, can you do to ensure that your plan not only gets you into the nursing home, but preserves as much of your assets as possible for your next generation?
Okay, that's a great question. Under federal law, states have to recover from the estate of a deceased Medicaid recipient for any money they've spent on that person after age 55. But the federal law gives an option. The state could also extend it to what's called non-probate assets. So New Jersey, unfortunately, elected to do that. So if dad is single and he dies and he owns a house, that's part of his probate estate, and New Jersey will put a lien on it when he dies. If he owns a house with mom, they will defer collecting on the lien as long as she's living in the house. Or if he has a child under 21, they'll defer until the child is 21, which very seldom happens. Or if he has a blind or disabled child, they'll defer until that person leaves. And then they don't have to, but in New Jersey, they will also defer if there's a family member who's been living there. Even though they're not disabled, they'll defer until the house is sold or until that person dies. So you want to be very careful when you do your Medicaid planning. So when we talked about the house,
yep,
you want to get the house out of dad's name into mom's name because they'll recover against dad. It won't affect Medicaid eligibility, so we can get on Medicaid, but when he dies, they're going to put a lien on it. But
right.
If it's mom's name, they can't. So you always want to do your planning with an eye toward how is this going to affect future estate recovery.